So what you have to do is you have to clean or heal that place, and accidents will stop happening. So that's why I said it is not limited to physical body only. You can heal anything and everything. You have to change your frequency. You must have heard the word vibrations. So how do you change the vibrations? First, one concept is that you get healings done from a healer. The healer will channel the energy to your system. Another concept is that you learn and do self-healing, do meditation and certain practices. So it is very, very important to, balance the energy of your system, of your chakras and aura. That will again come from the daily practices or certain level of practices only. And when spirituality becomes way of life, you become patient and tolerant. You can tolerate everything.
So first off, I want to welcome you, Pooja. I want to welcome everyone who's tuning in, and I want to welcome, the world to the Heart to Core channel, which is a space where we're really stepping into our heart space, digging into the core, into the profound concepts of ourselves, and really stepping into that experience of realizing our true potential. Pooja, thank you for joining.
Thank you so much for having me on your channel. And I really appreciate your efforts. And I also welcome all the audience who are watching or who could be watching in future about this interview and the concept of energy healing. So thank you everyone for joining us. So my name is Pooja Bisht and I am living in New Delhi, India. Currently, I am working from Delhi only, but I do provide distance healing worldwide. So I have completed my graduation from Delhi University. Previously also I was studying in Delhi only. After completing my graduation, I was doing a job, private job. And then I started doing my own business of diamond jewelry, which I continued for almost 8 years. But because of some situations, I had to discontinue that business. I had to shut that business. Then somebody introduced me for my own physical issues. Like I had, small back pain issue during that time when I was shutting my business. So I'm not into too much of medicines actually. And I really wanted to try something unconventional. So one of our family member introduced me to this energy healing. My sister took me to one of the healer who's a very senior healer, and she gave me one healing session, which was amazing session. And I could feel the difference in my pain, which was immediately reduced, almost 70% pain reduced in just one session. So I continued the healing session for like few days. I was continuously going and taking the session and following all the instructions, whatever instructions were given to me during the healing sessions. So that's how I got to know about energy healing. So I was curious about how this healing is working without even touching, without giving any medicine. And, the crystals they were using, I was very curious about how they use crystal to heal, channel the energies. So I went there because they have courses also. So I did foundation course, which is a level 1 course, which was amazing. And I got to know how people can be healed without any kind of medicine and without touching the physical body. So I did my level 1 course and then I continued learning it. I have done almost 18 to 20 courses in this whole system. And I know total 4 modalities, which is energy healing. One is Reiki, which I did level 1 and 2. Then I did this Yoga Prana Vidya healing system, which I'm majorly practicing it on myself and my family members and my clients. Then I also did angel healing, which is connected with angels. Like you have to invoke for the angels and invoke for the blessings and healings from the angels, and they channel the energy through you. Then I did divine healing hands, which is a master Shah's healing modality. So I know total 4 modalities, but majorly I am practicing Yoga Prana Vidya healing system plus combined with Reiki system. So I have been practicing this for more than 9 years. In fact, it is going to be 10 years in March 2021. I have been channeling the energies to people and animals sometimes, and for relationship, for finances, and energy healing is not limited to physical body. You have to understand that you can heal anything and everything, any object. If there is a negative energy in any object, you feel, sometimes we feel there is something wrong in, you go and sit at the sofa, or you go sit in the bed, you find, there is some discomfort. Psychologically, you feel there is some discomfort. You can't find out the difference. So what we have to understand is it's not only the physical body which we are here to heal or channel the energy. You can remove any kind of negative energy from anywhere. It could be a place, it could be animal, it could be your relationship, it could be your finances, it could be your job, it could be anything, because everything is basically energy. It is, the object may not have anything in that, but there is energy which is connected with people. So you just have to learn to channel the energies to everywhere. For example, physical body is one thing, psychological issues are one thing, that is connected with human beings. But there are places, accidents keep on happening, one time, twice, thrice, fourth, or maybe more than that. So what you have to do is you have to clean or heal that place, and accidents will stop happening. So that's why I said it is not limited to physical body only. You can heal anything and everything.
Thanks for the context, Pooja. I'm always going to resonate with subject matters like this. Again, I actually stepped into the energy healing world, I want to say about a couple years ago. What really provides the opportunity to explore these notions and allow things to unfold for new learnings, such as energy healing, for me was, experiencing breakdowns, right? I think that's what I've sort of came to find out about energy healing work, because I've tried other multiple disciplines to, allow me to heal my situation. And so I just came across energy healing. I reached out to practitioners. I got intrigued. I began studying it. And then that led from one thing to another. The more I work on myself, the more I try to say, be a better person.
Yes.
In and of itself, the more I can detect when things are a bit off, right? So I think that's very important.
You have to change your frequency. You must have heard the word vibrations. So how do you change the vibrations? First, you have to, one concept is that you get healings done from a healer. The healer will channel the energy to your system. Another concept is that you learn and do self-healing, do meditation and certain practices. And it is not only energy healing which changes your frequency or vibrations. What you eat, how you eat, and what kind of food you're taking, how often you're doing proper breathing exercise, how much you do physical exercise, how you're thinking, what you're thinking about people, how you're feeling about yourself, how you're feeling about others, how your relationships are. Everything is going to change your frequency. From waking up in the morning to going to the sleep and in the dreams, everything is, frequency is constantly changing. It is going up and down all the time. One single thought can raise your vibration, and one negative thought could take you down. And ultimately, it is going to affect your physical body. When physical body is not all right, it is going to affect next thing. It could be your finances, it could be your relationship. Obviously, your physical body is not functioning properly, so you will not be able to go to the work. If you're not able to go to the work, you know how many times you can take off. You will take off for 1 day, 2 day, 5 days, 1 week. Then if you are continuously taking off, it is going to affect your work life, professional life. then it is going to affect your finances. When there are no finances, people are having problem in the relationship. So you have to understand that from waking up in the morning, you have to do something for your physical body every single day. If you are doing physical exercise, even if it is 15-minute physical exercise and 5 minutes breathing exercise, it is going to take you in long run, it is going to help you a lot. Those who are like we as a healers, we work a lot on ourselves. Me, I work on myself for like 2.5 hours to 3 hours every single day, because I have to channel energies to people. If my own energies are not subtler, if my own frequency is going down, then I cannot channel energies to other people. So everything is affecting whatever it is affecting me, it is going to affect my environment and the people around me. If you're having negative thoughts constantly, it is not just your own physical body which is getting affected. You are radiating the same energy in your environment, and people staying with you are going to get affected in long run, for sure, because you're radiating all negative energy around you. People who don't know about energies, they have to basically understand once more, if you're sad, if you're not happy, if your physical body is not all right, it is not just you who's getting affected. The environment, the people around you, your kid, your children, your parents, your siblings, everything, your partner, everything is going to get affected in long run.
The idea and the understanding, the comprehension of the person, the catalyst, the healer, is that the concept of being ourselves a crystal to be that catalyst of healing for others, crystallizing our own being through daily practices? Is that what it is? Is that like that sort of the purification process so that we can allow that positive energy to flow through us so that we can be that conduit to heal others and situations?
Yes, correct. First, I tell you how, as a healer, how I practice my own thing. First, we take salt water bath every single day. We combine salt water bath with some essential oils on a regular basis. At least 5 days a week, I regularly take salt water bath, which cleanses not only my physical body, also my aura. Then the next step is like we do physical exercise for 15 minutes at least, minimum 15 minutes, and maximum it could go to 45 minutes, depending on different days. Then we have different kind of breathing exercises, which takes about 5 minutes to 12 minutes, or it could be 15 minutes. Then the next step is some more purification techniques, which are taught in our courses. Then followed by basic meditation, which is a planetary peace meditation, which I practice in the morning every single day. Then followed by, it could be some mantra chanting, or sometime it is self-healing, or it could be just, assimilation of energies. So there are different practices given in the whole system, which we do it for self-practice. Those who are just beginning to learn healing, they could just do 5-minute physical exercise, 5-minute breathing exercise, and 20 minutes meditation, and they can just eliminate and assimilate the energies. For beginners, it could go to half an hour to 40 minutes, and those who are professional healers, they have to work little more on themselves. That is the only difference. Suppose a working woman who has to go to the work at 8 o'clock in the morning may not have so much time. So they could just do 5-minute physical exercise and 20 minutes meditation. When they come back, they can again do, small 5-minute breathing exercise, which will refresh them from the, work stress. When you come back from office, you're exhausted. So you need something extra. Sometimes people take tea, coffee. Rather than taking tea and coffee, they should do small 5-minute breathing exercise. That will refresh your whole system. That will cleanses your aura. That cleanses your whole system. That increases the lungs capacity. That reduces the stress. So rather than, depending on other things like tea, coffee, or, soft drinks or anything else, just do 5 minute breathing exercise, which is a deep abdominal breathing exercise, or rhythmic yogic breathing, it is called. It takes 5 minutes. It is inhale, hold, exhale, hold. It is a deep abdominal breathing exercise, which we call it. So, like we take every day, we are taking shower with the water and the soap. Physical exercise is also going to eliminate the used up energy from your system. That is very important because the rotation will increase the blood circulation in your system. That is important. Then the next step is you do breathing exercise. If you have more time on weekends, then you do meditations.
What about those individuals? I can speak through personal experiences, of like now again, of my growth and maturity, I began to really realize that breathing and breathing practices is so important for day-to-day habits to raise our vibration, raise our frequencies, really raise that level of self-awareness. I'm asking for individuals who have experienced physical injuries. Again, I've just to put myself, in as an example, I've experienced a rib injury that kind of has impaired a little bit of my breathing. I've also, experienced a nose, so I had to have a deviated septum surgery to allow me to breathe better. However, with that in mind, I still have that obstruction. Again, what are other methods or practices that you would recommend someone who suffers from like either a physical ailment, an injury? Is it just something that we have to like work harder towards to heal those injuries, or what would you recommend?
For such issues, we need to regenerate that particular organ or the particular part. Regeneration is done through healings and to some extent, because obviously I would be channeling the energies if there is any severe issue. But as a client or as a patient, the person needs to do at least breathing exercise on a regular basis, because that is going to help you, increase your energy level, increase your lungs capacity, reduces your stress level. So the particular part would require a lot of regeneration because the cells may not be in functioning properly, the tissues may have broken. So everything in that particular part needs to be regenerated. But when we do healing, when we channel the energy, we are not only focusing on that particular. For example, if it is only your forehead, or if it is only your heart, or if it is your hand or your leg, we don't just focus on that particular part, because everything is connected with your whole system. So we still needs to do some different practices on the client. Healing modality in healing modality, there are if you understand chakras, we heal all 11 major chakras in the system, whether it is small issue or a big issue. If we are channeling the energy into all the chakras, the regeneration becomes easier, because the root cause could be something else. You are having pain in this area or here, but the root cause could be something else. Root cause could be your stress. Root cause could be frustration from something, or root cause could be from your childhood. So we still need to figure it out by sometime by counseling, by talking to a client, at the same time simultaneously healing the person. Some of the chakras are like gateway to higher consciousness, especially the heart chakra, which is located in the center of the chest, and the crown chakra, which is located at the center of the head. It is a major entry point for divine energies. Other than these two chakras, we have multiple chakras. We have major 11 chakras, which we work upon while we heal any client. So I'll give you example like root chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. It controls your physical, muscular and skeleton system at physical level. At psychological level, If somebody is not happy, somebody is sad, who's having major financial issues, or somebody who's very violent, and somebody who's very lazy, will have affected root chakra. So the chakras are not only controlling your physical body, they are controlling your finances and controlling your psychological, your state of mind, I would say. And you have to understand that 95%, more than 90% cases, 90% issues comes from our psychosomatic, basically. You understand that what you are thinking is affecting your physical body. What you are feeling about others is going to affect your own physical body and your environment, which is in long run is going to affect your finances and relationships, like I mentioned earlier also. So what you are thinking and what you are feeling is very, very important these days. Of course, what we are taking inside is important. It is a good idea to at least have one, plant-based diet, one time at least. If, there are a lot of organization, they promote vegan diet and plant-based diet. It is a very good idea, basically. So not everyone can follow that, but of course, you should be including some fresh fruits and fresh vegetables into your diet. That is going to, strengthen your system.
This is all wonderful breakdowns. And again, you gave the notion of the psychosomatic, right, idea that, that a lot of the psychological is definitely intertwined with the physical. So I'd highly recommend those who don't know of that a concept to really look it up. What would you recommend, again, for someone like myself to say, hey, I'm doing this practice, but I'm still having trouble with showing compassion towards others? Any thoughts or changed behaviors that you think I may possibly do to not only continue to build those daily practices, but also gain that level of compassion, not only towards myself, to the situation, and also to others?
I would recommend that it comes from practice. When you practice meditation on a regular basis, certain meditation, not every meditation, every meditation is every meditation is different. Like you do silent meditation, it is going to activate some of your energy center or their chakras. Okay. The guided meditation which we do, they open some of your chakras. Again, there are variety of guided meditations also. Okay. Then there is a instrumental meditation which makes you calm. Okay. But for awareness, it takes years of practice to become more aware of your thoughts, become aware of your emotions and your actions. So it takes time, but of course everybody should start doing certain things, certain practices to increase the awareness, because ultimately the awareness comes when your chakra is functioning properly, or it is open, functioning properly and sustained. It is, opening is one thing. I could just do one healing and open your chakra today, but sustenance is important. So that will come when you do self practices.
Of course, the hardest situations will call for the best level of compassion or whatnot.
So, to become loving and compassionate, your heart chakra should be open. Okay. Because compassion and love and mercy and all these higher emotions come from the heart chakra. So, your heart chakra should be open. So, how to open heart chakra? The first step is, which is very simple step. You recall any happy event which brings smile on your face. Okay. It could be anything. It could be, when you look at a small child, newborn child, and you smile. Okay. Then next thing is what you like. There are situations, there are events which you really like, you want to recall it every time. You are sitting idle and you're just, before going to the sleep, you just keep on thinking about those happy events. It could be your birthday celebration, it could be your wedding day of your wedding, it could be looking at a flower which brings immediate smile on your face. So you have to recall a happy moment and smile and focus on your heart chakra. If you want to become more compassionate towards other people, your crown chakra should be open. So crown chakra will be opened when you do selfless things for other people. It could be for animals, it could be for humans, or it could be for, anything around. For that, again, you recall another happy moment and smile, and crown chakra will be opened to a certain degree that time. But when you keep on practicing this technique, smile at your heart and smile at your crown, you slowly heart chakra will start blooming up. And then those who have time, they could practice planetary peace meditation, which opens your heart chakra, this opens your crown chakra, which will make you loving, compassionate. You'll become more open. Your stress level will reduce. You become more compassionate. You show mercy on other people. You can forgive other people easily. You can bless people. And when you're about to end this meditation, you're also rooted on your basic chakra, or the root chakra will also be strengthened. If anybody wants to learn this meditation, I can always teach them virtually. It is a very basic 20 minutes meditation, which we introduce in the level 1 foundation course. So that can be, that can be spread out to anybody who's 14 years and above can practice this meditation.
The way I see opening my heart chakras, for one, I almost see it as tending a garden, right? So sometimes we have to, and some people will say like, no, there's no need to, remove the bad weeds of a garden, right? Just let them flourish, let them do their thing, because, we're all interconnected. We're all one. The way I like to think of it sometimes, because, again, my father, he was a professional, he worked at a nursery. So, he taught me a little bit about plants and things like that. So when I think of the heart and the heart chakra, I think of it as, sometimes we have to tend that garden, because if the garden is left untended, you'll just see a bunch of, some people would call it bad roots grow out of that or whatnot. So that's one example of how I can simplify the breakdown. Is like sometimes we have to tend to that garden and then plant new seeds. It can be a seed of love and things of that nature to, let it, like you mentioned, let it flourish, and then it'll allow for it to become more colorful in a sense, right? And so going back to the simplistic ideas of like, for those that really haven't taken a deeper dive into, energy healing and these concepts, I'd like to also get playful with how I can retain that information, right? So when I think of the chakras and what I'm eating, right, I think of like, okay, well, the yellow is it's the solar plexus chakra. So what I can do is I can eat more banana to, give myself sort of a level of self-empowerment and things of that nature. So that's how I begin to incorporate all of these elements into, one simplistic idea, whether it's diet or whether it's, exercise or things of that nature. If I think of the color yellow, I think of the sun. So that will give me a simple idea of like, oh, maybe I should go outside more and connect with nature, or connect with the sun, or to really see it as, oh, the sun is one element that's free. Nowadays, we see these concepts of renewable energy and plugging to a specific type of source. Well, that's a free source that we can all go out and just, simply plug into, right? By a daily walk. Walking is meditative and things of that nature. So that's how I kind of see things, just to simplify it for those that really don't know where to begin, or really don't or haven't taken a deeper dive, or aren't, haven't reached that level of expertise. I like to just kind of, break it down in that sense.
Obviously, everything is connected with us. Sunlight is very, very important to us. If you can just go for, once a week, if you can go for sunset, watching a sunset, that will also, open some of your chakras. So, whatever makes you feel happy, you should always do that. It could be small thing, sitting in the house and watching a nice, inspirational movie, or any documentary, or anything which brings smile and on your face is very, very important in life. So because that will keep your heart chakra open. When your heart chakra is open, you're always in higher emotions. So there are lower emotions and there are higher emotions. When you're always in higher emotion, you will always be loving and compassionate.
So can you reflect on a moment of when you again reached that level of realization that sparked you to really explore what we've been talking about, that field of of opening the crown chakra and really allowing that divine sort of flow to flow through you so that to enable you to step into the field of again servitude, healing, human development. Can you describe the shift and the steps that you took to go on this path of healing yourself and others?
Yeah, after I completed some of my courses, like I was eager to learn what is the next step. You know, learning healing is one thing, and I was doing self healing. I was feeling very great about it. So every day I would meditate, and I was connected. I could see, I had a lot of visuals. So every time I would meditate, I had different visuals. So every time when you're connected, when you come back after meditation, then you want to know what is the next step. It's not just meditation which we are practicing. There are different frequency like I talked about. So I wanted to raise my vibration to different levels every time I would meditate. So after a few years of practice, we have a kind of spiritual home in a different state of India where I stayed for 1 year, complete 1 year for digital detox. Like we had a different schedule from my morning 6 o'clock to evening 10 o'clock in the evening. We had a schedule where we practiced in a group, and the energy level has completely changed in that particular 1 year. So after when I completed my 5 years in this modality, which is yoga prana vidya healing system and arhat yoga, which we call it. So after you complete certain degree, your aura should be like that, your chakra should be like that, and you should be a practitioner and should be practicing regular basis. Then they ask you to upgrade yourself, your knowledge, your aura, your chakras. They give you the opportunity to upgrade yourself and stay in the spiritual home for like 1 year. So I stayed there for 1 year where I completely, like completely changed my life in the whole 1 year. It is a completely detox where we were not using the mobile phone, no TV, no entertainment, only and only studies, theosophy, study of theosophy, the spiritual practices, meditation, and the whole, following the system there. So it was a great breakdown for me also, because practicing in cities is different. And staying away and staying in the spiritual home and collecting all the knowledge which can change your life further. Because this is not limited to energy healing, we are just talking about energy healing at the moment. But the next step of energy healing is spirituality. So it becomes way of life once you are full time completely into this. You're working for yourself, you are healing other people, you are channeling the energy. To channel the energy at different level is possible when you do spiritual practices. Spiritual practices again start from the meditation itself. You have to do meditation. You do raise your consciousness, you raise your vibrations. Your aura would be, would start expanding, I would say. Your aura starts expanding. Your chakras are in the size, they become double, triple when you are practicing regular basis, the higher meditation, which we call it. So for me, it was a great breakdown when I stayed there for 1 year. In the whole 1 year, we were like 20 people in the group doing same practices every single day. So that raised my vibrations to a very different degree, which opened different chakras, which are not, discussed in the, lot of spiritual schools. So they're not open, maybe, they're not open to public maybe at the moment. So for that, you need to become, regular practitioner, I would say.
Technology is important. I can leverage technology to connect with like-minded individuals. On the other hand, I think it's very important to have that level of digital detox. So I think that's very important. A lot of individuals will hear your story and say, well, I just simply can't, or they think they can't really disconnect for a year and go with a cohort and explore that level of spirituality, or, that level of practice, because it can be a level of discipline that people aren't used to.
If you are not able to get into meditation schedule on a regular basis, you can just do half an hour silent. Don't speak for half an hour to 1 hour to 2 hours, whatever is convenient for you. Just don't speak for some time. When you're not talking to some time, you're becoming aware of your thoughts and emotions. That will also raise your vibrations. So that's a very good thing that like a lot of people practice it in, those who know about this. So this is also a meditation kind of. You switch off your phone, you don't watch TV at least for half an hour, and don't speak to somebody for half an hour. That raises your vibrations. That will make you aware of everything going inside you, your thoughts, your emotions, your physical body, your breath, everything. And those who are blessed, they have, they can go to the beach on a regular basis. They could just walk at the beach, go and come back. That also cleanses your aura. So there are different tips I could give it to a lot of people. Like, cleansing aura is very, very simple. You do physical exercise, your aura will be cleansed. You do walk at the beach or in the hills, your aura will be cleansed. You will be more, when you are walking, you're more rooted to you're rooted to the Mother Earth. So there are very small tips which can be discussed in different conversations. So the first tip is that you do walk or you do physical exercise, and you walk at the beach. That cleanses your aura.
Probably the most spiritual, profound experiences have come from connecting with Mother Nature. I love jogging on the beach bluffs. However, taking walks on the beach, like really removing my running sneakers and just taking walks, it's almost like I feel re-energized. I feel a level of healing just by a simple act of being on the beach and just walking and just feeling that revitalization.
Yeah.
Right. So
Correct.
that's a great point.
It revitalizes your aura and the chakras. And those who can just swim in the sea once a week for 15 minutes would be more than enough for them to cleanse your chakras and aura.
So describe your work with working with the aura. Can you see other people's auras? I know this has been a topic that some people talk about. Certain people are gifted with that gift of seeing, other people's colors or energy fields. Are you able to note that in individuals?
Yes, I can see other people's aura when they are sitting in front of me, not from the distance. I can see their colors and where the light is going actually. If you have noticed, behind a lot of gods statues, which we see in the temples, in the church, and other spiritual places, there is a small light behind their head. If you have noticed, that light is actually not just light; it is actually a aura, which is a God's aura, I would say. We teach people in the foundation course how to use this technique and how you can see your aura, how you can scan your aura, how you can scan your chakras, and how you can use this technique further to heal yourself. When we teach people in the foundation course that, this is where your chakra is located, this is how your aura looks like. But what is the validation? We scan and feel the energy of every chakra and the aura, and balances the energy. The imbalance could be in one chakra or more than one chakras. Balance could be on upper aura or lower aura. So how to balance it? So this is the validation. People can validate their energy level, that how it looks like in the head area, how it looks like in the lower body, how it looks like in the chakras. This is the technique which is given by our teacher. So we teach this technique in the level 1 course only, and not just this particular technique. We also teach how you can not only heal your physical body but other people also, those who are not present in the room or in the house with you. You could heal anybody in any country or any city or anywhere in the world.
How important is it to really remain patient through all of this? Because I know we live in a society nowadays that we want and we would love immediate results, right? When working on any type of situation or practice. Can you just share more about the importance of cultivating chi and being patient with the process?
So it is very, very important to, balance the energy of your system, of your chakras and aura. That will again come from the daily practices or daily or, certain level of practices only. And when spirituality becomes way of life, you become patient and tolerant. You can tolerate everything. A small incidents to big incidents, you could tolerate. So this is also again I say connected with your heart chakra, patience and tolerance and awareness. They all come from the heart chakra. So to open heart chakra, it is the one step which we discussed earlier was the you recall a happy moment. Then the next step is that you let go, you forgive others, seek forgiveness from other people. It is not only forgiveness is not only one sided. Grudges we keep, and the other person may also have got hurt. So it is important that you let go, cut the negative connection between you and the other person, and your heart chakra will start blooming up. Then the next step is that you do selfless help to others. It could be half an hour going to somebody and helping somebody. It could be just listening to somebody who's in pain, who needs somebody to listen to his story. Then the next step, ultimate step, is that you do some donations to charitable and spiritual institutes. In every spiritual schools, it says that you should be doing 10% of your net income donation to the spiritual schools. You start with something at least. If you can't do 10, if you think 10% is too much at the moment, you do start doing some, it could be, $10, it could be $20, whatever is convenient for you at the moment, because those who need money, they have to understand this law of cycle that whatever you give, it is going to come back to you multiplied. So if you want money, you have to give money and it will come back to you. When you forgive others, your mistakes will be forgiven. When you heal other people, you will also get, you will have entitlement to receive healing from other people. When you bless other people, when you keep other people in your prayers, you will also be blessed. So it is a law of nature. So whatever you give it to other people, whatever you give it to the environment, to the nature, to the society, to animals, it is going to come back to you ultimately. And that is what is going to make you more spiritual and upgrade yourself.
Yeah, those are all wonderful points. I think the essence of stepping into that, again, that position of helping others, I think that's one thing that I'm exploring at the moment, just trying to, volunteer more and really seek my own connection with human beings. That's the reason why I'm developing these practices, is to do that more often. And the two, again, the tithing part, definitely, I'm
Tithing.
that's very, very important. And again, a lot of this practice comes to really being in the moments. But if you can give words of wisdom to your past self, anything you'd like to say to your future self, and also like, what are you doing to just keep you in the now?
To my past self, I would say, stop multitasking first, because when we are doing multitasking, I don't think not everyone can perform every task perfectly, that if you're doing multitasking. So you have to stop doing multitasking and be in the present moment. How to be in the present moment? When one of your chakra, which is, your navel chakra especially, when it is it is properly activated and energized. When there is a full awareness, you are in the present moment. When you are in the present moment, you can create better future. So how to create better future for yourself? A lot of people, especially in this lockdown and this COVID, mostly people had financial issues and health issues. So, to resolve your financial issues for the future, it is important that you do 30% of your savings, every month. 10% donation and 30% savings, if you can do, you can never go wrong. You can never go wrong in life. That will not only save your future, that will also, activate and balances some of your chakras. Because like I said, everything is connected with your chakras. It is a habit. You have to train your mind to first be in the present moment, do certain things. Like, it's not just only about doing these things for spiritual people. This is for every single person, that you do 10% donation or 30% saving. If you are doing 30% saving, your finances are going to be all right. You can become financially independent. When you become financially independent before your retirement age, then you don't have to worry about your health may be all right by that time. So doing certain things for your physical body and doing certain things for your for your future will make you a successful life.
If anyone can get any type of advice for establishing those levels of success, I think you just, in a nutshell, you just gave like the perfect breakdown. Do you have any tools, resources, books, music, films that you recommend for viewers at the current moment?
I have seen a lot of movies from one or two movies I have seen it from Hollywood, which are really nice. One of my favorite movies, like Pursuit of Happiness, which is a very good movie. And somebody, because I'm from India, I'm really a good fan of Bollywood. So there are a few movies which I would really want, people from other countries to watch, which is a Chak De India, which is Bhag Milkha Bhag, and there are all some more movies are there which are very extremely inspirational movies, which can actually let you go in the right direction. That will you can explore a lot of things by watching those movies. How you can pursue your your passion, how your small hobby can become your passion and your profession. So my advice to other people is do something which makes you happy. A lot of people are doing jobs under stress because their lifestyle is like that. They have made their lifestyle like that because, and then people are getting stressed. They don't want to go to the office. Why they don't want to go to the offices? Because they are doing things under pressure. One thing is, either you do things with choice, you choose to do things. If you're going to the office at 9 o'clock, you're supposed to reach 9 o'clock, then choose to do things. When you choose to do things, your stress level will automatically reduce. And another thing is that you follow your heart. What makes you happy, do that. If you're following your heart, you will automatically be in the right profession. If you're taking some profession because of under family stress, because of society stress, that is not going to take you anywhere. So follow your heart and choose to do things. I mean, you can actually affirm that I choose to go to the office. When you do this affirmation on a regular basis, I can assure you that you will be happy going to the office for the rest of your life.
That is such a wonderful soundbite that I think we all need to hear. I think the choosing part for me, it's shifting my perspective and then choosing, and again, establishing those daily habits and practices so that I can choose to go to work and enjoy what I do. And then also eventually, step into the next work that I, that really fills my heart and fills my cup.
Yeah.
Any call to action for any members viewing? Where can people follow your work?
My website name is www.thehealing powerwithin.in. All my social media links are also there. My contact mobile number is also there. In case they want to contact me, they can contact me through these channels.
Any last words of advice, tips, just anything you want to say to our audience?
I would advise everyone to open your heart. Open your heart to everything, to your family, to yourself first. Have self-love for yourself, have love for your family, have love for, animals, and don't be cruel to them, and have love for the nature. Just all these natural calamities are happening because of because of our lifestyle, because of the way we think and feel, because of what we are taking inside, be it thought, emotions, or food. So all these calamities are happening because of our own lifestyles. So open your heart, have self-love, have love for others.